Good morning, comic fans. It is another Wednesday, March the 4th, here with the Comic Book Pusher at the Comics Club, Tampa Brandon's favorite comic and gaming store. And I have a lot of things to go over this morning, but we will give the people a little time to get into the chat if anybody is interested. I'm told I'm live, I'm told I'm public. So, with a little luck, we'll have a few viewers here. Hey, Captain Comics, good to see you this morning. Thank you so much for coming by. Hello, Hector. Good to see you. I have my morning coffee. I have my Superman cup. My favorite cup. Because it has the man's symbol on there. Two Gun, Pedro. Good to see you this morning. Hello, everyone. Hello. Thank you for joining me this morning. I really do appreciate it. Hey, Hector. Right on is right on. So, guys, as you know, I am apt to give you a rundown on everything that came to the store. But today's special because today we're going to have our drawing for the person who won. Hey, Eric, good morning. Good morning, poor Mike. We're having a drawing for the person who won our February prize. Putting all the little entries in here, and we'll shake them up, and we will tell everybody who won the February prize, and we'll be showing you the March prize in just a little bit. But the February prize are these two books, Justice League of America, the Silver Age, volumes 1 and 2, and some really good Darwin art on there. So this is our February giveaway, and we're going to be doing that in just a moment. But I know I tell everyone we have a stack of comics, and it looks like it's about 7.5 inches high. That's not very high. That's not a very big. It's not even 7.5. It's like 7.25. That's a very slow week. Not a whole lot here, but there's a lot of really interesting things coming out today. How we doing, Adam Porter? Good to see you. Marvelous Adventures. Good to see you guys. Had a lot of fun with your unboxing of that geek box, whatever it was called. I forget what it was called. But anyway, I just want to tell everybody that it's kind of hard to say, but the truth is, I have the corona this morning, and I'm doing it with a little bit of lime. A nice lunchtime. This is my way of defending myself against the virus. Beer is actually not my first choice of drinks. I prefer a martini, but we can't have the martinis all day and run the store, so that ain't happening. But I did decide that in honor of the virus, I'll have a Corona with a lime. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. That's right. And while I wouldn't normally drink before noon, I just had to do that Corona thing just for kicks. It's good to be the king, yes, Mike. It's good to be the king here. So we measure. Speaking of measuring, in the process of measuring this, it crossed my mind how we shouldn't be measuring each other in the value of our comic book collections. I really think the value is not what it should be about. What it should be about is exactly how tall is your stack. If you took all of your comic books and you stacked them on top of each other, one flat on top of each other, as high as you can, just pretend like that it wouldn't topple over, it would just stack up all the way, how high would your stack go? How many feet? Would it go feet even? Well, it's unfair for me to compare my comics because the comic books here in the store would, believe it or not, does anybody want to guess how high the stack of comic books in our store would go? How many feet? If we stacked all the Comics Club's comics on one top on the other. I did the math. So I want to see who can tell me. Who can tell me how high? I'll tell you what. If you're correct, you put your comments down below. Not here in the 7.5 inches. Not a big thing. That's what she said. Yeah. But if you have an answer, don't put it in the chat. Put it down below. And if anybody, whoever's closest by next week's show, I'll give you a a graphic novel. I'll find a graphic novel, a good one, a brand new one, still in its wrapper. Stack up to the moon, Alice. That's right. Uh, that's right, Adam. So tell me, how high do you think the Comics Club's inventory would go if we stacked them all up? I've come up with a number, and I've done it. This is an estimate, but it's going to be the number we're going with. So, but it's an estimate of how high I think they would stack up. So, how high do you think the Comics Club's books would stack up by next week? Leave a comment down below. By next week, whoever gets it within the closest feet, because it's definitely feet. I tell you, it's over 12 feet, just so you know. So any numbers of under 12 feet are going to be right out wrong. So, hey, how we doing, Gray Man? I was just telling everybody about the contest we're having this week. If you leave a comment down below, tell us how high do you think the stack of comic books, if I stacked all the Comics Club's comic books in their entire inventory, one on top of the other, flat, how high would that stack go? Leave a comment down below and tell me, and next week, one of you will win a prize. I'll find a cool graphic novel for you. That was kind of off the spur of the top of my head there. So, instant contest. All right, so I want to do a little different today. I'm going to show you the books that are on the stand this morning, but I also want to show you the books that I think are ones really worth picking up even today and on a regular basis. So, open worldwide. You know, Gray Man, I know you're over on the other side of this vast pond between us, but I will tell you what, I will make an exception. I will pick up the tab for even overseas. Anybody between now and next week who gets the number right, who gets it closest to my number, I will send it anywhere in the world. Slow boat to China, but it'll get there eventually. So we are talking high enough to touch the moon. Well, you calculated it out. All of my comic books stacked up. But before that, let's get our drawing. Who won last month's drawing here? Let's find our winner. Dig deep. And if this person is out of the United States right now, I'm not doing it outside of the United States. But if you're in the United States, or if you have an address I can send it to in the United States, you will be it. But I'll tell you who has won. It happen to be a local. His code name is Last8810. And you left a comment, and you are the winner of these. I don't think he's in the chat right now, but I know him and his wife were in just the other day. So you are the lucky winners of this month's graphic novel giveaway, which was, as I said, Justice League and volumes 1 and 2 of the Silver Age. Great stuff. Great stuff. So there was our winner. All of these go into the trash. So next time. And how do you get in this fantastic monthly drawing? Well, all you have to do is leave a comment down below in any of our videos during the month. For each one you leave, one per video though. You can leave as many comments as you want, but only one's going to count toward getting in the prize drawing. You can get one, so that's in the course of a 4 Wednesday month, then you would be able to get 4 entries. So that's how that works. 4 entries. I'll mail it to the domestic US for now. And this is the one we have for March. Hardcover of Unwritten. Hardcover stories worth dying for. That's kind of creepy. So I have not read the Unwritten myself, but from the sound of the back, it looks like it's pretty cool. A masterpiece of metatextual storytelling is presented here. Stories are the only thing worth dying for, it says. That's pretty cool. So that is our book we're giving away for March, and we'll give that away the first Wednesday in April. In the meantime, let's go through the stack of comics, see what we got here for the store, and afterwards I'll show you the ones that I think are the ones that are worthy to look at. Everybody is going to be thinking about one book today, and that is Batman number 90. And because this book got hot after the fact, because it wasn't hot when we were going to order it, but it got real hot. And so we only had limited numbers. We had a whole bunch of our local people call us up and come in and pay for them in advance. So we have run out, and I apologize for that. I wish I would have realized it was going to be as hot as it was, 2 months ago when I had to order it. But I tried to up the orders. We will have second printings coming in, so there's that. So yes, Great Man, you have a chance. So today on the newsstands we have on the stump. This is a world where people who are vying to become president of the United States have to get in an arena and slug it out. So that's a pretty interesting thing. Billionaire Island. This is an island I don't think I'll be visiting anytime soon. But it's pretty cool. Covers. I don't know exactly what the story's about. It's like maybe a fantasy island thing. The Argus. This one's got some buzz going. Superman villains. Clark Kent has revealed himself to be Superman. Tomorrow. And for those of you thinking that, no, it's Superman revealing himself to be Clark Kent. No. Clark Kent's the real guy. Superman's just the made-up thing. So then we have Queen of the Black Coast. This is the Cimmerian. This is basically Conan, right? So we got that one and this one. We always have a bunch of cover for these. And this one, oh, I like the giant snake one. That's a good one. And we have the Crow in two different flavors. One of them's kind of bizarre. This guy, the Crow's attacking his own self with power tools and hammers and stuff. I think I prefer this one. So, Outer Darkness Chew. If you haven't read Chew, that is an amazing thing. The guy can get psychic readings from eating the flesh of something that dead, to find out maybe what killed it, the last moments of its life. Rescue, a couple of different covers. Sonic the Hedgehog, my daughter's favorite. She's grown up now, but I think it's still her favorite. Sherlock Holmes, A Scandal at Belgravia. Doctor Who. Doctor Who. I like that one. This one's so cool, though. Look at that. Look at that. Don't blink. Hey, how you doing, Warlord? Good to see you. We're just going through today's comic books. And then after I get through the regular stuff, I'm going to show you the ones that I recommend today. Vampirodica New Blood and Buffy. Buffy the Vampire Slayer has two different covers. We have Unearthed, Image Comics, and Marked, Image Comics. A lot of buzz on that one. Ragnarok, Pandemica. How appropriate. How timely. Butcher of Paris, a horrific tale of murder. Kiss fans? Some cool covers there. I think we got another one here. Yeah, there's that. And this one too. Why not? I don't think I've ever seen the cat look so hungry. All right, let's see here. Red Sonja, The Goon. I like the back cover up. Pretty cool. Agents of Wakanda. Hey, I want to thank everybody for joining us this morning. If you haven't hit that notification bell, please do, so that you know when my next video is going up. And I'll have about 3 coming up soon. Sometime in the next week, I'll have a couple, and then in a couple of weeks, I'll have another one. Doctor Strange, Surgeon Supreme, Spider-Verse, number 6, Marauders. I think Marauders only had one cover. And I think also with Excalibur, Savage, Avengers. These are all the books that will be hitting the stands. Anybody else jump in that I missed? Billy Martin, how you doing, Billy? Good to see you this morning. Hope all is well with you. Daredevil. Daredevil has been hot lately. The storyline, people have been loving it. And a whole bunch of Marvels have the Spider-Woman, as you can see, on the cover, because she's going to be getting her own book. And here's Miles Morales with his own Spider-Woman cover. Doctor Doom. Black Cat. Some pretty fun covers there. Whoa. That very fine coffee. Wow, they're all newsstand mint. And they're all Jim Mint fun, right? That's what it's all about. Strike Force. And 2 Dark Ages covers. And then we have, don't forget, after I get through this stack, I'm going to tell everybody about the secret word. Iron Man 2020. Some strange neon colors I've been using there. There's another one. And, just for good measure, here's another one. Okay, what do we got here? This is Lois Lane, number 9, and Ginlock. And then I got some pretty cool toys to show you guys. Harley Quinn. I like this Joe cover of Harley Quinn. She seems to have been having a hard time knocking that little leprechaun out for his gold. Secret words too. Yes, we do a secret word, but the secret word is for when you come in the store and buy something, you can get a discount. If you know the secret word, you get 30% off of any single trade paperback or graphic novel, and that's good Wednesday through Saturday if you know the secret word. And you could get 20% off any single item, one time per day per person, and that is good through Wednesday through Saturday. So when you know the secret word, it pays to watch to know the secret word and to enter our drawings down below. And if you're new on the channel, please do subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you want to be into this contest that I just created off the top of my head a little while ago, I am challenging everyone to tell me how high my inventory of comics at the Comics Club would stack up. How many feet in the air would it stack up if you had them all 100 yards? And listen, that includes bags and boards, by the way, with bags and boards. So calculate that, fans. So when you get that calculated, do not put it here in the chat. Put it down below in a comment. And between now and next week, whoever has the number that is closest to the actual total feet that my comics would reach from my inventory, then you will win a graphic novel that is yet to be determined because I just came up with this just now. Okay, so the ones that I would recommend every week are these 100-page giants. For $4.99, you get a whole bunch of cool reprints, really good stuff. And I highly recommend them to pick them up. Look at how thick that is, That is compared to, most comics, which are going to be, like this. So, this book right here is this is one of the dollar books, which is the other one thing I was going to tell you. Dollar books. These dollar books by DC Comics, they're reprinting some of the greatest comics of all time for just $1. Now, that is an awesome deal. Everybody should be picking those up. And the True Believers, Marvel's True Believers. If you're a Marvel fan, or if you don't know Marvel and would like to know Marvel, these are their greatest stories for only $1, guys. So if you're not a Marvel fan, if you're not a DC fan, you want to try some of their stuff, for $1, you can read some of their greatest of all time. Strange Academy, I think, looks pretty fun. So I'm recommending that one. And there's a couple different covers here. It looks like a pretty fun ride, this one. And then we have Strange Adventures, which I just love. Marvel and DC. They're always having to do this. One comes out with one story with this title. They're going to come out with another one with a similar title. So anyway, Strange Adventures. I think that looks like a fun romp right there. Well, maybe it's not as fun as just a good read. Marvel. This is interesting because when Marvels came out years ago, Alex Ross had intended it to be a little different. And this is the original telling. This is how Alex Ross intended it to be a long time ago. And he's redone it in his original idea. Oh, by the way, facsimile edition is another one that are great. You pick these up current price, but the original comic book, and these are the same. Even has the, where's that there? Has the same advertisements that you had in the original comic book. So these facsimile editions are great. If you can't afford the original, you have one that looks almost just like it. And even down to the advertisements, the paper's done a little bit more like actual newsprint. So it's pretty cool. I highly recommend them. Spider-Man Noir. I think this is one you might want to look at. It looks pretty cool. And the other one that is this is the one that made up for a quarter of the stack today, and that is The Flash. The Flash, number 750, has a slew of covers. So let's just take a quick look at them. The Flash. Let's take a quick look at all the different covers that I have available. They come out with a lot of alternate covers, variant covers. Sometimes they're exclusive to different artists or stores. But I don't get a whole lot of those. And when I do get the rare ones, they come first come, first serve on Wednesdays. And we have them priced. This was my favorite because some people might know that I collect these checkerboards from the 60s. So this one's my favorite. Gorilla Grodd, I believe. And there's the Golden Age Flash. And then yet another one. Some really great flashes there. So those are the comic books for the day. Some great stuff. We did have a couple of graphic novels come in. BPRD 1946 through 1948. And anybody who hasn't read this, you might want to pick up the trade. Something's Killing the Children. It was a pretty good tale. Really enjoyed it myself. So there are today's offerings for comics. We also have this real nifty Venomized Daredevil pop vinyl. I love the smile on his face there. It's awesome. And oh, by the way, if you're into non-sport card collecting, non-sports update showed up today. We also have that. Well, what part of the title of the thing today was about, are you a Hellraiser fan? But I'll get to that in a second. Jubilee. If you need your own little Jubilee sitting on your shelf, there she is. She's a gallery edition, so she's only $50. Pretty cool. Checkerboard is awesome. I love that type of cover. Yes, me too, Warlord. My very favorite of all time. Growing up, those are some of the earliest comics that I read that I bought myself. So they are very special to me. I've been trying to accumulate a collection, but you know, it's tough. It's tough to accumulate a collection that old and find it in decent shape. Anybody who is a Hellraiser fan out there, we have this amazing Hellraiser toy that just has so much detail. It is awesome. Well, you can see it there, but he's got all kinds of horrific accessories straight out of hell. Great picture of him there too. A Pinhead, really great stuff. This is $35.99. But if you know the secret word, you can get one item per day off at 20%. So, Mr. Happy, are you ready? Now, I had originally had a different secret word, but my wife didn't like what it was, so I altered it slightly. So, Dolly, I altered it slightly. All right, let's go. Don't be shy. There he is. Mr. Happy's secret word of the day is viral. Let's hope this video goes viral. Right, Mr. Happy? He's always happy. It doesn't matter. You know, we talk about the coronavirus. He's still happy. That's what I like about Mr. Happy. That positive attitude. What a guy. All right, so I showed everybody the prize that we have going for March. It is unwritten. I might add another book to this just for good measure. I've shown you all of the merchandise that came in. We covered the prize winner. If you guys think you know how many feet a stack of my inventory would go in bags and boards, comic books in bags and boards, how many feet, leave a comment and we'll get a prize out to you next week. No matter where you are in the world. Great, man. I'll make it happen. If you are correct, of course. So we'll see about that. Anybody in the chat have any questions about this week? I still have a couple minutes here. Feet or miles? Well, I wish I had miles of comics high. That would be awesome. I'm not Chuck out there in Colorado, Mile High Comics. Chuck might go miles high, but over in the Mile High city. But mine is going to be much lower than miles. Okay, feet. So tell me feet, and if you use the metric system over there, tell me feet, because we don't use it here. And I won't be lost if you give me metrics. So there you have it, kids. Have I forgotten anything? I think that was it. Don't forget the secret word is, Mr. Happy, one more time. The secret word is viral. Thank you, Mr. Happy. We appreciate your help in this effort. So come on in, guys. Use that 20% off any single item in stock. Don't forget, we don't have deep stock, but we have a little wide stock. So get yours while you can. No centimeters. Great, man. I'm math challenged. I can write you a story, but I can't calculate your books for you. The Royal with cheese. Absolutely, poor Mike. Absolutely. So I had a Corona beer here, and it seems to have grown legs. How did that happen? Oh, there it is. So the Breakfast of Champions, like I say, really not my cup of tea. When I do drink, I prefer to drink martinis or bourbon. So there you have it, kids. We appreciate you hanging out with me this last 25 minutes. If there's any more questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Don't forget, we have 2 contests going this time. We have the monthly drawing, which you leave a comment down below, and you're entered into the monthly drawing up to 4 times a month. We had our winner today. Once again, that was What was his name? Anybody remember? I put it in there. They'll have to find it for themselves. I know who it is. I'll give it to him when he comes in. But he goes by Lost 888 or something. I don't know. We'll have to catch it on the rewind. So cheers there, Adam. Cheers. And to anybody else, like I said, don't normally drink beers this early in the morning, but in honor of the coronavirus, I just had to do it. So with lime. So we're showing you everything. I haven't had my breakfast. I hope you did. And we have those 2 contests going. Leave us a message, and I will see all of you in a little while at the Comics Club, and really appreciate you joining us. Remember, does my comment of how high the comic stack count for my entry in both contests? Yes, it does. Absolutely, it does. And you know, I didn't limit how many, but I'm only accepting one. The very first, whatever it was, the one number you give me. So if somebody wants to span a whole bunch of numbers, no, you get whatever number you put in first, a single number, then there you have it. So, and it is a tall number. I'll give you one more hint. About the number of those who are still hanging out. It is a number in 3 digits. Okay, so the feet in 3 digits. That narrows it down for you. All right, guys. Good seeing you. And remember, read. It brings out the hero in you. We'll see you next time.